In this episode of the Orange Nerd Show, we are talking all about Max, Yunjin from Sserafim, their new song, their collaboration, Stupid in Love. We're going to play the video. We are going to react to it up next on the Orange Nerd Show. Welcome aboard, everybody, to another episode of the Orange Nerd Show, where we talk about everything except the theme parks. Because you know what? There is more to life than theme parks. There's absolutely more to life than theme parks. So on the Orange Nerd Show, we talk about film, streaming, music, nerdy stuff, corporate culture at Disney, all that good stuff. But today we are diving into kind of K-pop. A little bit of K-pop, you know. Max isn't K-pop, but Yunjin is, so it's a little half and half here. But George, before we dive into the festivities and the reaction, if you could let everybody at home know where they can find your sexy Italiano ass, my friend.
Absolutely. You can find this sexy Italiano ass on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Disney George. You could also find me on Instagram under the Disney Italiano. And of course, you'll find me here on my home base at Orange Grove 55 with Citrus Corner with all that sweet, juicy, but sometimes sticky Disney news and info.
There we go. Now, those of you at home that are not super familiar with Yunjin, if you watch OG55, you will recognize her. She is part of the outro to the channel with the straw and the orange and the whole thing. So you will recognize Yunjin, even if you're not a K-pop fan. But George, let's dive into this, man. I've been singing this song since they've been dropped. Like this song has been out for a little while now.
Yeah, the song actually, I believe, dropped either on Valentine's Day or a couple days prior. And I actually heard it as like a backdrop for a TikTok video. So that's when I looked it up, and I was like, and before I knew who Yunjin was, without actually knowing, you know, that she was the outro to everything. And that's how I discovered Sserafim. And for everyone out there also watching, if you want to check out our reaction to the music video Easy by Sserafim, yes, definitely check that out as well.
Yeah, that'll be at the very end. I'll link it at the very end so everyone can check that out. This is great. Before we even get started, the beginning of the video says here, Max flew from Los Angeles, California to Seoul, South Korea to meet up with Yunjin and make this video. Now, this is fascinating to me. I've actually, since I've gotten more into K-pop, I've gotten more interested in Korean culture as well. You know what I'm saying? And I have a real desire. Seriously, George, we might have to book some plane tickets, bro. We talk about going to Japan, and stuff like that. We talk about going to Walt Disney World, things like that. Honestly, we might have to add South Korea to our bucket list.
I concur. I really do. There's a lot of global destinations that I'm very interested in seeing, especially as you said, like when you see a lot of these artists and, you know, where they come from and their background, and you see like where they grew up, their culture and everything, you're like, you know what? Yeah, it definitely seems like a place I want to check out myself. Yeah,
it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful to kind of explore other cultures and kind of learn something new and step outside your bubble, so to speak, right? You know, and I've always found that super, super interesting. So let's go ahead and play the video, and we'll stop it along the way and talk about it, break it down, all that good stuff. So here we go. This is Max featuring Yunjin of Sserafim, Stupid in Love.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's something about your eyes.
I already got goosebumps, bro. This song does it to me every single time. I already got the goosebumps. It's crazy.
It's a catchy tune. I love it.
It's amazing. It's
getting bigger and bigger. I feel like the song is like it got some legs.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we'll get into it, but like, I mean, it's been the TikTok videos and the YouTube shorts of their dance, you know. I mean, it's all over the place. You see it everywhere. You know, it's gone really viral, but it's a beautiful song. The choreography is really good. Just solid stuff here. Max is a really talented guy, and Yunjin is amazing. We no secret here. We love Yunjin here at OG55.
Absolutely.
Tell me this feeling's mutual. 'Cause feelings are so hard to fight. No, it's a little song, maybe, but I go anywhere. Take me, no easy calling me, baby. We can all call us crazy. Let's get married in Vegas. We don't need a guest list. I don't wanna think too much.
The thing I love about this song, George, is like it's a celebration of like it's a celebration of life and a celebration of love. It has such that positive, upbeat tone, and it just fits like the energy of what they're singing about, right? Where it's like, you know what? I'm so stupid in love. I'm happy. I love this life I'm in. And it just lifts you up. Like you can't help but just smile with this song.
It's like nothing else matters. Like the small things is what counts.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to sing it from the rooftops. I'm stupid in love. You know what I'm saying? And the song conveys that energy, and it's such a little bop. You can dance to it, but just I'm telling you, this song, the production value on the song is through the roof. It really is.
Let's get matching tattoos. I don't wanna think it through, baby. I'm so stupid in love, so stupid in love with you. I'm so stupid in love, so stupid in love with you. I'm so stupid in love.
Babe, I've been waiting for you all day.
Oh man, she the queen of OG55. Here she is. The outro is her, but I absolutely love Yunjin. I mean, she is so, first of all, obviously gorgeous. Okay, that's obvious. But besides from just being gorgeous, she's super fun, man. Like I watched so many interviews on her, and she's super dorky and silly.
I was just gonna say she has a very unique style that not a lot of people can pull off. As you said, she has like this bubbly, dorky, but yet she has this real sophisticated, but yet kind of like swag to her. That's like I don't give a shit type of thing. It's like I'm just gonna be me and I don't care. Right. You know, she has that all wrapped up into one with a nice big red bow.
Exactly. Absolutely incredible.
Hey, so lean my way and let me just take away all the pain. I know it's a bit soon for vows.
See that there she is, right? That's the dorky side. No, but this is what I love, how they do the switch up, right? Because it kind of has like a solid beat, but then it switches it up and goes even faster. Like right here. Hold on one sec. And then she does that little bop too, which I love. That little dance she does is great. Here we go.
My way, and let me just take away all the pain. I know it's a bit soon for vows. Paper rings are good for now, but no, I'm already down the aisle.
Yeah, George, I know
that's my part right there.
That's your part. Hold on, one more time for George's part. Here we go.
Paper rings are good for now, but no, I'm already down the aisle.
Okay, now why is that your part?
It just like kind of caught on to me. Like I knew what the lyrics was, but you never know like how the artist is gonna execute it. So I just think it's just kind of like rather than her just say, you know, walk down the aisle, she's interpreting it with her fingers, and it's just like, and she's doing it towards the camera as the camera is coming into her. I just think that's awesome.
And she does this actually. They recently did a recorded performance for the Kelly Clarkson show. Mm-hmm. And Yunjin is really good at this, where it honestly just feels like a girl just dancing to her favorite song. It's not super polished or overly polished. It's just, hey, you know what? She's having fun and she's letting you know. And she makes a lot of funny faces and she gets into it, and you can tell she's having a good time. And that's what I really love about her, is that it's not like, you know, a lot of American artists, you can tell it's a performance. You know what I'm saying?
It's very well choreographed with the execution. Like they have that with Sserafim, but I mean, like with something like this, it's just like she makes it her own.
You could tell, and the chemistry between her and Max, you can tell they like each other like off camera, because and I've said it so many times with the channel, the chemistry off camera bleeds into the on camera interactions, right? Like you and I are really close outside of the channel, and so when we record and we film this stuff, it shows. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake chemistry. And with Yunjin and Max, you can't fake it. You can tell when she performs this song, she's having an absolute blast. You can just tell she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, like to do all that can get sometimes total exhaustion right there. You know.
So stupid in love. Let's get married in Vegas. We don't need a guest list. I don't wanna think too much. Let's get matching tattoos. I don't wanna think it through, baby. I'm so stupid in love.
Now, here's the other thing too. Like I talked a lot about like the viral nature of this song. I'm telling you, YouTube Shorts, like the challenges, you know, and like on TikTok and things like that, even on Twitter, a lot of people are doing this choreography, this little dance, and it's gone really viral. I've seen it everywhere, man, everywhere. I mean, whoever came up with the choreo on this, I don't know if it was Max, I don't know if it was Yunjin, but
it's simple. It's like nothing over the top. It's something that anyone really can do.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, and that's another thing too. You know, we talk a lot here about Disney parks, right? And I always said that when it comes to Disney entertainment, like when you do a show like the fireworks or you do a show like World of Color, there's beauty in simplicity, right? The beats and everything here is not super complex. Even the music video itself, not super complex, not crazy, complicated choreography, very simple all the way through it. But the simplicity is what makes it so addicting and so easy to sort of get hooked on. And it really, really works. It really does. And people seem to be liking it.
Let's get married in Vegas. We don't need a guest list. I don't want to think too much. Let's get matching tattoos. I don't want to think it through, baby.
Hey, you know what? Yunjin, you dropped something. My jaw.
I'm so stupid in love. Book a flight to Paris only one way. What you think about sharing our last name? Let's get straight to I do. I don't wanna think it through, baby. I'm so stupid in love, so stupid in love with you. I'm so stupid in love, so stupid in love with you.
You know, the cool thing too, this song has such a great message of just love in general. Like, you know, all the little heart hands, you know, and everything, and just that positive vibe. We need more of that in this world, George.
Yeah,
we do. There's so much
really
crap. Yeah, there's so much crap on social media. There's so much crap in the world in general, on the news and what have you. And it's just nice to have a song where it like uplifts your spirits and makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really is. There's like so much negativity, so much hate, so much, yeah, just everything. It's like, yeah, this is the type of song that you could just put on and it just makes you feel good. Like no matter how bad of a day you could be having or bad moments, bad time, you put a song like this, it's like you can't help but smile.
You can't. You absolutely cannot.
I'm so stupid in love. So tell me right now, before we cool down, can we make it work, baby? Let's find out. Tell me right now, before we cool down, can we make it work, baby? Let's find out. Let's get married in Vegas. We don't need a guest list.
Now, from what I understand, because he's younger than me. I think he's more your age, from what I understand.
He's actually 2 years younger than me.
Okay, so he's a little younger than you. Now he was a Nickelodeon star, right?
He was on Nickelodeon. I believe he also wrote some songs for the Disney Channel. He also did a TV movie back in 2012 with Keke Palmer called Rags. It's a kind of like a newer upbeat rendition of Cinderella, but he was the one that was more of the normal down to earth character, and Keke Palmer character was like a Hollywood superstar.
Interesting. Now I want to dip into it before we continue, and I'm just gonna say this, and I want your opinion on this too, George. Max has gotten into some trouble recently with some of his older-ish tweets. I mean, some of them are like, well, I think some of them go back maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years or whatever. And there were a lot of those tweets. I mean, I was reading those tweets and I was like, you know what, dude, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of slurs towards the Asian community and what have you. And it's this is what bothers me about this is that, you know, look, he does a lot of work with a lot of K-pop artists. Obviously, we're seeing Yunjin, you know, and he's done work with Suga from BTS and what have you. And it's obvious he has an affinity for like Korean culture and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But to have these older tweets out there where he's, you know, just really ugly stuff, right? In my opinion, I want your opinion too, George, but in my opinion, I think he needs to come out and I think he needs to apologize publicly and say, hey, look, hey, look, man, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like acknowledge your mistake. Look, I believe in second chances. You know what I'm saying? So like you can say some stupid, horrible, vile shit, but like, you know what? If you own it and you say, hey, you know what? I messed up. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm going to do better. I believe in those second chances. I think he needs to make that public apology. And I think that he needs to also look, now he's got friendships in the K-pop community with Yunjin and Suga, you know, and he needs, in my opinion, I think he needs to make a phone call to them too and let them, you know, I think he needs to handle this. I haven't seen that yet from him. And for me personally, I'm disappointed. I think he needs to address it instead of just ignoring it and pretending it didn't happen. But what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I echo your sentiments on everything, really. I do believe in second chances. I do feel like something that has been done for like multiple years in the past, you know, you say stupid shit, you do stupid shit, you know, and sometimes the past can come back and haunt you, but it's the execution of how you handle the past into the present.
Yeah.
And when you are collaborating with people in a certain community that you had maybe some ignorant sayings or phrases or what have you, you know, sometimes in the back of their mind they could be thinking, you know, okay, he turned a new leaf, obviously he doesn't really truly feel about me or my community, my culture, my people like this, because obviously he's working with me. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you don't address it, well, then how truly sorry are you, in a sense? Even though he probably is. Absolutely. But it's like, prove that, you know, show that you really mean it.
Yeah, I think he should. I think he should just, and look, like I said, I mean, I think Max is a really talented guy, you know, and I think him and Yunjin, it's clear from this music video, they have a lot of chemistry. They are clearly friends off camera. You can just see it. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I think he owes it to her. I think he owes it to BTS. I think he owes it to the overall Asian community to at least address it and apologize. And not everyone's going to forgive you, Max. Not everyone's going to forgive you. There's some people that will be like, you know what? I don't accept it. And that's fine. But you at least need to do it. And you at least need to put it out there and say, I'm going to do better going forward. I think you owe it to the community, the Asian community. And I think you really owe it to your fans. And I think you definitely owe it to Yunjin and Suga too. But that's just my opinion. And, you know, we'll see what he does.
I don't want to think so much. Let's keep matching tattoos. I don't wanna think it through. Baby, I'm so stupid in love. Book a flight to Paris, only one way. What you think about sharing our last name? Let's get straight to I do. I don't wanna think it through. Baby, I'm so stupid in love. So stupid in love. I'm so stupid in love. So stupid in love. I'm so stupid in love, stupid in love.
You know, this part right here, bro. Wait, I got this part right here, bro. When she, and this is what I'm talking about with Yunjin. Like she just seems like she's having a ball, right? It's not overly polished choreography. She's just jamming out to this thing. It's so good. Watch right here.
Let's keep matching tattoos.
Right here.
I don't wanna think it through. Baby, I'm so stupid in love. Book a flight to Paris, only one way. What you think about sharing our last name? Let's get straight to I do. I don't wanna think it through. Baby, I'm so stupid in love. So stupid in love.
I love the saxophone on this.
The saxophone in the background?
The saxophone in the background. I love the saxophone.
Oh, so good, man. It's so good. This is such a, as the kids call it, such a bop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's such a bop. But this is the thing too. Like I've never heard a Max song. To this day, even I've heard this and I love this song. I've never heard any of the other songs. There's another one about Blueberry Eyes, I believe, with
Blueberry
Suga.
Eyes that he did with Suga and from BTS, and I forget the other artist's name he did, but the first song that I've heard of his was called Butterflies.
Butterflies, and by and large, I mean, pretty good stuff like his other music.
Yeah, the Blueberry Eyes and Butterflies are more sentimental pieces.
Okay.
Like an intimate portrait of like when it involves family and everything. But even to like this, so it's Stupid in Love. I think his kind of music like always incorporates like something like even though it could be fun and upbeat and everything, but there's a hidden positive message about it. And I think a lot of his music involves around with like family and loved ones.
Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
So stupid in love, so stupid in love with you. I'm so stupid in love, stupid in love with you. Stupid in love, beautiful, beautiful.
Man, I gotta admit right now, dude, I'm stupid in love with Yunjin. I'm telling you, man, absolutely. But really good song, catchy song. I mean, I could have this on repeat all day long in the background, and I feel like I'll never get sick of it. Really, really, really great song. Production is fantastic. I think the two of these, I think Max and Yunjin have great chemistry together, and it shows. Yeah, overall, I'm loving this. But what do you think, George? Overall?
Yeah, I absolutely love the song. From the first time I heard it, it was playing as a background song for I think a TikTok video. I think it was actually Emily Enchanted, who actually I heard it from. She's a YouTuber and a TikToker. She's for Disney and what have you. She does I think it was around Valentine's Day when she was at I think she was either getting ready to go to the parks or she was at the parks, and she had that song
really
playing, as Stupid in Love, and that's how I first heard it. And I thought, that's a catchy tune, like, because it was only a little snippet of it, and I thought, and then it has like the title and the artist, and I thought, okay, well, I'll bring it up. And this was before they had any music videos out of it. It was just the recordings of it, because I guess with like the scheduling conflict with her being in South Korea and Max being in LA, so which they also have a couple other renditions of the music video where Max is just performing with dancers, and you hear Yunjin's part, but she's not present.
Yeah,
so it's not the same.
It doesn't hit the same without Yunjin. You got to have her in there, because I think, and look, I'm not just saying that because I got like a super Yunjin bias, and I do have a Yunjin bias, but I think you need her. I think them together work best with this song. I think you need to have them playing off each other, and you can tell both of them have a lot of fun doing it. To just have her vocals and have someone else in there dancing, it just doesn't feel right to me.
No.
Come on.
You have to have them both together.
Yeah. Now, there's also a slower version of the song. Have you heard the slower version? It's more like a ballad. Yeah, it's called the stripped. I think it's called the stripped version, and it's more like a ballad. It's beautiful. Whether it's poppy like this or whether it's that ballady version, both ways work really, really well. So, but everybody at home, I'm telling you, I keep an eye on Yunjin and her group Sserafim. These girls are going to be going places. I think they're going to be performing actually at Coachella this year, which I'm not going to Coachella, but I'll be watching the performance when it drops on YouTube. Absolutely. But I think these girls are going places. Blackpink is a worldwide phenomenon, a global, Blackpink, they're global superstars. I think Sserafim is on their way up to that. Maybe, I don't know if they're going to reach Blackpink. It's hard. Blackpink is a kind of a unicorn in a lot of ways, but I think these girls are going to do a massive stuff, and look for them after Coachella to blow up even more, and they deserve it. I watched so much stuff with Yunjin, her interviews and what have you, and she's such a creative, just beautiful person, and I really enjoy her personality that she shows to the world. I think she's a really special young lady. So we'll see what happens, man. But overall, great stuff. George, it was fun reacting to this music video. Again, we're going to do more of these kind of reactions. Maybe we'll do BTS one day or something. I don't know. We'll maybe we'll do some American music videos, we'll see, but it's kind of fun kind of doing this stuff a little different, that from the usual stuff we do here on the channel. But George, if you could let everybody at home know where they can find you on social media before we move to South Korea.
Yes, absolutely. You could find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Disney George. You could also find me on Instagram under the Disney Italiano. And of course, you'll find me here on my home base at Orange Grove 55 with Citrus Corner with all that sweet, juicy, but sometimes sticky Disney news and info.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching this episode of the Orange Nerd Show. And today, of all days, the video of all videos, we're going to close this out super appropriately. We're going to have Yunjin close this out today. Everybody, thank you so much for watching OG55.
세상은 누구에게나 공평하게 추악해.